tampographs and stuff. They did a great job with that. The last one we have is the Dying Prowl, and
I'm in on this one as well. I like Mirage, and it's funny that you say Jazz. The movie is corrupting you.
The movie is messing me up.
The movie is corrupting you.
But I've got to say, it's hard to pass up these next few repaints.
It does look like I believe that was like straight out the cartoon. Gosh, I really want to. I just need I need like a 30% sale on it, and I'll be in there. I'll get both. Welcome back, BVC fans. I'm your man Bot, aka Bobby,
and I'm the Con, aka James.
And let's hop into the weekend news. Apologize for being a day late. We did have some new videos that came out, especially with the movie, and then we reviewed the Shattered Glass Hurricane, the KO of Quietus. So busy week. So here we are with the news. So
yes, and go watch that review if you haven't already. I think it will surprise you. So let's get into it. And so the first thing is, this is all via Alfonso's Nation on Twitter, this graphic and everything. So the first thing is, Transformers 8 has already been greenlit, supposedly by the Rise of the Beasts producer, Tom DeSanto. So here's like a little timeline of what people are speculating. So we've got the Earthspark, which already came out. Rise of the Beasts already came out. The next one is that animated film 1, I believe they're calling it.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. And then we've got the follow-up to this, and then we're assuming there's another follow-up. And then they're saying a live-action TV show. I don't know where people are getting these rumors, but maybe it'll come out. What do you think about that?
The one that surprises me the most is the live-action TV show. I've heard rumors about the others, and we've already seen the one and the voice actors for that. We know about the movie being delayed because of the strike going on in Hollywood. And then I think this Rise of the Beast was always supposed to be a 3-part. So that was kind of already thought of. But the live action series is the one that really surprises me.
Yes. So I don't even, this could be Alfonso's Nation just taking a wild guess out there, because that seems how all media is going. Just eventually have a series on a streaming platform. But that'd be cool if it did happen, to watch it in your living room at your leisure. But also I wanted to touch on that Rise of the Beasts has cleared over 60.5 million on its opening weekend. And Sunday isn't even done. We're recording this on Sunday. So it's still going strong, and it had a 50 to 55 million projection for a domestic opening. So it already beat that. It also beat Across the Spider-Verse for this weekend, which it wasn't the opening weekend of the Spider-Verse, but that's still pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting that. So last time we had a big box office was like the last night, and that only was 44 million in 2017. So yeah, there's inflation and stuff like that, but this is looking pretty good for the Transformers brand.
I agree. It was very surprising. I actually thought it was going to come in second place behind Spider-Man. So for it to surpass it, that was really big. And I think Thursday they did 8.8 million on Thursday. So I know I contributed to that number. So and I think and you did too. So we went to go see it Thursday. So we talked about the movie. We kind of gave our opinions, and then also gave some spoilers. Make sure to go check that out, as you mentioned earlier. But I'm happy that it's getting the love. I do know that there's a lot of people who are falling into 3 buckets. Either you're like me and you, where we're kind of strictly on maybe a G1 or a Beast Wars type of thing. You have the casual fan who just sees a Transformer movie, and then you have the people who are just like, whatever. Yeah, pretty much. And I also see, like you said, with 3 buckets, people either really, really like this movie. They're kind of like what I think we were, where we're like, it's all right. It's not bad. And then there's the people that just absolutely hate this movie. There's 3 distinct camps, and it's really showing the different parts of the fandom. So yes,
it's cool though. So why don't we get into the leaks? I kind of put these leaks in an order to where it's the most exciting for us to the least exciting. I think I got it right. Please let me know if you disagree, Bobby.
Okay.
So the first thing is the Toxitron G2 Dead End. I think we're both in on this. We kind of discussed it before. I really like the deco that they chose and all the little tampographs and stuff. They did a great job with that. And that's a lot more tampographs than I think I've seen on a Transformer in 10 years. So I think this looks good.
I know that you were really out on the Minosaur that just released, and you said if they made a G2, you would be all in for it. So
here we are.
Okay, so
so at least, I mean, I already got one of them with the Shadow Strip, I think they called him, instead of G2 Drag Strip, but whatever. So I'm already 1/5 there. And if you guys have watched the show at any length of time, you know if you make it funky colors, I'm probably going to pick it up. And you can't get more funky colors than a G2 combiner. So we'll see if it comes out fully or if they're just going to tease us with all these deluxes and not even come out with the Motor Master.
They have to.
Worse things have been done.
That is true, but it's such an easy cash grab. And I think the Minosaur did really well in sales, so they have to finish it. If they didn't, I think they will. If they didn't, I would actually write a letter.
Oh, you're going old school. Let me get you that quill pen.
I would write a letter. I would just be like, you know what? This is how bad it is.
I'll sign it. I'll sign it with you. How's that?
Yeah, this is how bad it is. I'm not gonna even send an email.
The con.
Yes, I'm gonna write a letter, and I would really complain, and I'm gonna mail it.
With horse-drawn carriage.
I'm gonna put a stamp on it and mail it to them, just so they know how upset I am.
Yes, so this does look good. Let us know if you're going to be getting it in the comments. And the next thing in that same line is the Jazz. Excuse me, we've already seen the Jazz. This is Mirage. And I really wanted to point out the tampos again. That crocodile is so cute, I can't get over it. So I was on the fence with this figure, to be quite honest with you.
What?
Until I saw that little cute crocodile, and then now I need a little, I don't know his name, Crocobot or something like that. That's what I'm gonna call him.
I'm in on this one as well. I like Mirage, and it's funny that you say Jazz. The movie is corrupting you.
The movie is messing me up.
The movie is corrupting you. So I am looking forward to picking this up, and it will go with all my other crazy colors and G2 colors, or whatever you want to call them, side colors. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now, this would have been on the top of my list with that Shattered Glass Rodimus, but since that wasn't the focus of these pictures, it's going right here because that's the one I really want. So next we have Legacy Evolution Leader Class Dreadwing. It looks fine. Honestly, I'm thinking about picking this up. Just it feels like one of those figures I have to get. I don't want to get, but I have to get it because I have Skyquake.
So you know what's funny? I don't have Skyquake. This is making me want to pick up both of them.
Yeah, this is a much better deco than the Skyquake, in my opinion.
I love blue. I mean, clearly I'm wearing blue. But I love the color blue, so the colors did it for me. It looks like a clean figure. I don't know anything about the character, so it will just be more so for my collection than anything else.
Yeah, and I do think Needle Nose will look good on top of this one versus the Skyquake.
Yes, and I did take Needle Nose out, so I did open that box for my house.
So you need to get this. You could have a jet riding a jet because that makes perfect sense.
Exactly. Low gas.
Next, the last one we have is the Dying Prowl. And again, I'm just going to say my favorite word. This looks lazy. They changed one piece and they didn't even give them like the orange eyes because that's something that always stuck with me. When these guys died, that orange eyes like blew up and the smoke came out. I always thought that was really cool. And I thought they might have actually molded the smoke to come out of his eyes. But this is literally just Prowl with a little deformed boob action going on.
A little fender bender, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I am so disappointed in this. And I think I'm disappointed in it for two reasons. when it was announced, I kind of had a flashback of sadness when Prowl died. I was like, oh man, I can't get that figure. That just brought back memories, you know. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm a big boy now. I can get it. And then when I saw this, I'm like, this is nothing. This is like totally worthless. And in the scheme of things, of it being, it could have been anything. It didn't have to be related to the movie. This is just a damaged Prowl, you know. So
exactly, and I think this just shows that they're going to make a studio series Prowl in the future.
yeah, they have to do something. And now I have a feeling somebody is going to probably make some 3D accessories, something that like hooks to the head and it's like smoke coming out the mouth, or you know, color for the eyes or something like that. But this is a miss, Hasbro. I'm really upset. You could have made me cry, but you did.
It would have made more sense to have the battle damage from Siege on this figure than the Siege figures.
Yes.
Like something, you know? Because I was kind of like, if it looks like a dead Prowl, I might get it just as a display piece. Put it like with my Decepticons and like on its back or something like that, with his arm ripped off or something, you know? But this is just Prowl with a little bit of damage on it. So.
Yeah, he just needs to go. He needs to call Progressive or State Farm or something like that, you know.
Yeah, go down to the Tire Pros to get it fixed.
Yeah, you know, got a little fender bender on the car chase or something like that. Whack.
He did the pit maneuver a little bit too hard.
Yeah, terrible.
All right, let's get into what has been just announced. The first thing is a free Optimus Primal popcorn bucket. Now, how is it free? Because you 3D print it yourself. And honestly, I like this better than the Prime. I wasn't able to get my hands on it because Cinemark mysteriously didn't get their shipment in. But I do like this. And there's Bobby's right there. He has to taunt me, but that's fine.
Oh, you were so close. You almost got it.
I'll order it online if I really want it. Honestly, it just saved me money.
I actually like the 3D printed one better, ironically. But I wonder if the eyes are gonna glow or anything, or if you can put anything in there for the eyes to glow or something like that.
Well, you probably could. I mean, if it's a 3D printed file, you can always make wire holes and all that stuff. Now, you would need to know how to use that.
That's what I was.
You can always do something like that.
If that was there. But it's kind of cool. It's funny. I don't even like popcorn. So picking these up, you know, that and this was literally just for it being Transformers related. And so I don't have a 3D printer, or I probably would print that off as well.
Yes. I don't blame you. I would do the same with the little monkey, the little Optimus Primal that like clipped onto stuff that we talked about a few episodes ago. So the next thing, I don't think we need to talk about it too much. There's going to be copper statues by Tong Shifu for the new movie. They don't know if these are coming out in the West. It's only China for right now. But they come in a large and small size. They didn't really give sizes. Even though that Rhinox is looking more like an armadillo.
It is
compared to the rest.
Small. Super small. I'm thinking that too.
And there's a pigeon air raiser up there. She was huge in the movie. So, like...
Cheetor was huge.
Cheetor was even bigger. Yeah. So, but if you guys really want to, you could hunt these things down.
Beetle Rhinox. That's what.
Oh yeah, he does look like a beetle. Next, we've got Icon Heroes. There's an Optimus Prime and versus Megatron bobbleheads that says it's a convention exclusive. So I'm assuming they're from SDCC. So these actually look pretty good.
You know, I haven't had a bobblehead. I never purchased a bobblehead, but I had a season ticket to the Hawks, you know, the Atlanta Hawks years and years and years ago. And I got a set of bobbleheads, and that was probably my first and last experience with bobbleheads. So I won't be picking these up, though they do look kind of good. And I like that they both have a Optimus stand, or excuse me, an Autobot and a Decepticon stand for them as well. I don't know if it's I'm assuming it's connected to the feet, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. If I had a lot of disposable income and I bought everything else I wanted, I would pick these up to go in a little case, but not as it stands.
Yeah, no.
So the Tokyo Toy Show 2023 was last week. So they showed off the Rat Trap versus Pterosaur 2-pack. And I've got to say that Pterosaur is the best version of this mold. It looks amazing. But I already have 2 versions of it, and I don't need a third, especially when one of them would go to waste. But it looks absolutely stunning, and I'm probably going to paint mine with the silver thighs and biceps to mimic this, because this just looks really, really nice.
It does look like, I believe that was like straight out the cartoon. It looks very, very cartoon accurate. I like it as well. I won't be picking it up, but if I was a Beast Wars fan, especially like you, I probably would have.
Yeah, if I didn't already have 2 of them, I'd be picking this up. But it's like I also have the Metagate Pterosaur, so that's way more accurate than this.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
another one I skipped.
It's a good figure. I've yet to transform him. So also at the Tokyo Toy Show, they announced that there's going to be a Masterpiece Rhinox. So that's pretty cool for all you Masterpiece Beast Wars collectors. They didn't show any pictures. Pictures weren't allowed, so we can only speculate that it is going to look very show accurate. So there you have it. I am not going to be picking it up because I don't collect Beast Wars Masterpieces, especially of Maximals. And I'm not a big fan of Rhinox's character model. It just looks a little too, like, gushy. It's always looked like that to me. Like, you could poke it, like the Marshmallow Man.
Because I wasn't a Beast Wars fan or knew anything about it, just when I started seeing characters, I thought Rhinox became Bulkhead because of the face, and that little jaw stuff. That's what
I has a beard. Bulkhead's is his jaw.
I thought, well, they were green and big, and I was just like, oh, okay, I guess this is what they transitioned to. So, at that time when they were released, I was kind of on the outskirts of Transformers, so I didn't know. So that's a confession there.
So, yeah, I'm interested to see what it looks like. I'm sure the thing will be a nightmare to transform, like the Dinobot and a few of their other Beast Wars masterpieces.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be picking this up or not.
Yeah, I won't be. I can tell you that much. Now, if Transart does a Transmetal Rhinox that was never in the show, y'all might have my money there. So let's get into third party. And the first thing is King Toys Pharaoh Mini. I love their names. And this is their great prototype. So it looks just like the big one we have. So there's not much to say.
This one looks good. I know we saw the Razor Claw.
We've seen the Razor Claw, the Bull. We've seen all of them. We've seen all 6 at this point.
But this one looks, we didn't really like the Razor Claw too much.
Yes.
And so this one is back on point with the other figures. So this looks good. If you're collecting these, please let us know how they are. I'm not going to pick them up. I am doing 2 sets of the Masterpiece, and I'm done after that.
I'm just gonna say, if they redeco this in like a black and purple deco or something like that, or black and teal, or who knows what they might do, I might be picking this up.
In the Legend scale or in the MP scale?
Yeah, well, I would prefer the MP scale, even though that'd be like $1,000. But I would probably pick up the Legend scale one too. It's big enough; it'd be unique and different, and I could put it. It'd honestly be the same size as some of my other combiners, like Dino King. That's technically not Legend scale, even though the people are very tiny.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what colors, if any, they make this into.
That gold.
So let's. Yeah, well, that's the big one. That's all for you. So, Bobby, this next slew of figures is all for you. You do like the tiny figures. And the first up, we have New Ages, Backdraft, and Daedalus, and this is the toy versions. I know you love your Legends figures. You got like 5 at this point. These look pretty good. Where are you going to be adding them?
F3. I'll have 5.
That's what I thought. See?
I have 3. I'll have 5. No, I will not be picking this up. They do look good though. I like the colors. But I was never a really big fan of Inferno or Grapple. So if I was a Legends collector, yes. But these, even if I was, they would still be probably on the back end of my list of getting figures.
Yes, same with me. Even if I was a Legends collector, I wouldn't be picking these up. They're just not my favorite characters. I'd pick up the Bulkhead before these guys, personally.
The one that looks like the X Transbots version.
Yes, if I was a Legends collector, but I'm not spending that money. But I've got to say, it's hard to pass up these next few repaints.
Yeah.
Because first, we've got a better Jurassic Park crossover than the official one, in my opinion. And this is New Age's Carnosaur.
Yeah.
So it's obviously supposed to be the Jurassic Park Jeep. You'd need some major stickers to make that thing look like the Jeep, but I would be willing to do it because this thing looks amazing. I'm just sad it's not in a larger scale.
It does look really good. And when I saw these, this was my second favorite out of the 3.
Yeah. So next we have their Red Scorpion, which is the Detrius, which we've talked before. I would love a Detrius. So if this was chug scaled, I'd be picking it up. So I think we're getting one. I think they said that we're getting one, right? It's not a leak. So I'll be sticking with that for now. But this does look really good. And if I was a Legends collector, this would be a must-have.
This would be the third one that I would pick up. So I do like this one too.
And I think both of our number ones would be the Shattered Glass one.
Yeah.
This thing looks slick. I love the deco. It's perfect. I like the character too. I don't know if you know this, Bobby, but he's supposed to be like, I think he's like Scarecrow from Batman. That's like his whole shtick. With holograms and making people see visions and stuff. Get it?
Yeah. So I was just, okay. Well, so that's what Hound used to do as well.
Yeah. So, but this exactly. So that's the evil version with the gas and all that stuff.
Yes.
You know. So I think this looks really cool. What about you?
I completely agree, and I love the front grille. I think it's like a tow hook or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that
very
made
unique.
It very unique from all the other molds, and that's what really stood out to me. I love the color, or lack of color, I guess, but that bronze looks really good as well. So this would have been the one that I would have picked up.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, and I think you should pick it up, James.
No, I don't have enough Shattered Glass figures. If it was bigger, I'd be buying it in a heartbeat. Even if it was Hasbro, I'd probably be picking it up, but not as it is.
Yeah. Well, you just got a Shattered Glass figure.
Yeah. This guy might be small enough to be put inside the cockpit. You're right. Next, we have another Shattered Glass figure, which is Ratchet. And this thing looks okay. There's nothing, it's not amazing, it's not bad. I do like the see-through purple weapons. I think that's a cool little feature. But it looks fine.
I did get the Hasbro version of this with the 2-pack that came out a few years ago. And so I'm good there. But I do really like that teal color on him. And so
I just wish there was something else on the vehicle mode. It just looks like Ratchet.
Yeah.
Like, maybe without a red stripe or, but I wish some of that teal maybe carried through to the vehicle mode just to differentiate it a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm, again, another character that I was never a big fan of. I have a couple of versions of him and I'm good.
Yeah. I would be picking this up if it was Masterpiece though.
Yeah, I would too.
Next, we've got something that's like out of left field, and that is Pengo Toys. So they did the Omega Supreme and a few other, and the Leo Prime. They're doing this thing called Death Race. So if you look, it is a movie-verse Bumblebee with a whole bunch of extra stuff on it. And honestly, if this is cheap, I might be picking it up.
What's considered cheap?
$30.
I don't think it'll be $30.
I think it will be. It's a knockoff.
Yeah, I think it might be like 50.
Nah, see, that'd be too much. That'd be pricing me out. 40 I can work with.
Or 40, 45, 50 is what I'm thinking.
I think that would price me out, honestly. I don't like that Bumblebee mold to begin with. We both experienced it at our first TFCon customizing class, where we both sat down before we knew each other and kind of sighed internally when we saw it, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's anything other than like 40, it would be min-max.
That thing is still in pieces because I never finished it. That is hilarious. It is still in pieces in the drawer that I've never finished.
See, you could do like an evolution to the pieces, and then he gets imbued with Unicronian energy and becomes this thing.
Yeah.
You could have a whole like display.
Definitely don't have the time or the energy to even try to do that. Clearly, I didn't like the figure enough to finish painting it. So, yes, this will get a hard pass for me. I thought you would be all on this, though, because it's different. It's very aggressive and all that. So I thought you would be all over it.
I do like it. It just has to be the right price. Because I don't like that mold to begin with. But if it looks fun, I'll get it. So, we'll see.
So, $45, $48.50 James is in.
I said 40 would be my max. You putting words in my mouth. Let's move on. We've got Dr. Wu's Tactical Commander, so it's Ultra Magnus, and this is the normal version. And I don't know what's going on with that inner robot. I have never seen an inner Magnus with that color scheme.
The blue legs.
The blue legs and the orange highlights and stuff like that.
So it's funny. I saw two versions of this.
Yes, we've got the second one coming up next. That is the special edition version.
That's where I was going. This to me would be the special edition because I've never seen those legs before.
That's what I thought, but this is the Toon accurate version, supposedly, with the red bumper and all that stuff.
So that aspect, and I do have my masterpiece out. That one is right with the red bumper, but I don't remember it having blue legs. Well, the Toon never had inner robot.
I was gonna say it never had an inner robot, so it could be whatever you want it to be. So I'm assuming the blue legs look better in vehicle mode and is more Toon accurate when it's in vehicle mode. That's what I'm assuming.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't like it.
I don't like it either. But this version is very nice, and depending on the price, I might be picking it up to go with my unarmored Magnus display.
What?
Because I'm so weird, and I want a white Prime. I don't want Optimus Prime. Give me Nemesis Prime, Toxitron, or Ultra Magnus. And I'll give you the armor, the trailer. You can have that. I just want the inner robot.
What am I going to do? So this is how bad things are. Because I had QC issues with another Transformer, I actually have a second trailer that I don't have anything to do with.
See, you could have two of them.
So that is so ironic. And no, we did not rehearse that, and I just haven't found a place to put this at. So it's right here. So yes, what am I going to do with another random trailer? I am actually surprised that you thought about picking this up because of the size, but I do like it, and depending on the price, I will allow you to buy it, and you can tell me how it is because
it depends on the price. I don't think it's going to be within the price range of me picking it up. I'm going to be honest with you.
What is your price?
Again, it'd have to be like $40 to $50. I pay more than with that Death Race thing.
I think it might be.
But I thought their Prime with the trailer was $90
for Dr. Wu.
Maybe I'm not thinking of Dr. Wu. Maybe I'm thinking of
New Age,
another Legends figure.
Yeah, I think Dr. Wu might be there.
Well, if it's in that price range, I might be in on this, just because I do want to start. I have a Nemesis collection. I want to start a white Prime collection to be the counter to my Nemesis collection, and it's a lot smaller. There's not as many as the Nemesis, so
very interesting.
So, and I will get Legends figures of characters that army building is the wrong word, that I'm collecting every one of. So,
very, very interesting. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yes. So you're still the Legends collector in this
Nope.
relationship. So let's get into the updates. The first thing is you could go ahead and buy this online for $50. Bobby already has one. So go pick it up if you want it. Not much more to say about that. So let's move
stay
on.
away from the scalpers that are selling it for like $100 online.
Yeah, don't go to eBay, go to AMC.
Yes.
Let's go to this. So we didn't talk about this, but I still put it in the updates because it's an update to an older figure. This is the Super 7 Super Shogun G1 Megatron figure. So it only moves at the shoulders and the neck. It's about 24 inches tall, and it has a whole bunch of stuff like a detach infusion cannon, a spring-loaded push-button firing fist, just like those old anime toys, and it has feet wheels, just like Megatron did when he was roller skating in the G1 cartoon. So you get everything here.
I don't remember that episode of him roller skating.
That's because there is not one.
I was gonna say, I do not recall that at all, and so that makes me think they're trying to make him out to be maybe the tank version instead of the gun version in this.
No, what I think it is the old anime robots from back in the day that had this limited articulation and the spring-loaded fists and all that had wheels on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that, and I'm older than you. So I do remember the fist, but I don't remember the wheels. Jeez. Okay.
I don't remember. I don't know. I'm. This is all conjecture. Please correct me in the comments.
Yeah, I won't be picking this up, but that is my Megatron in terms of deco.
He is way too skinny to be my Megatron. He looks like a string bean. So, especially in the thighs.
That is turn into a major gun and do damage Megatron.
No,
all right with me.
So retreat Megatron. Let's go into Legacy Bombshell. So we got some new images. So again, it's exactly what you expect. I don't know what more to say. It looks fine. Here it is in beast mode, insect mode. I don't know what you want to call this, since it is more of a G1 figure. Next to Kickback. Looks fine.
Yes, I'll be picking this up.
Yeah, me too.
I guess
Something else that you're going
to be before I get it, though.
Let's see. The next thing you're going to be picking up is the MB-24A, which is the Dreadwing. So here it is in an unpainted alt mode, looking pretty good. Here it is in the mess of a combined, right? And finally, here's the bot mode. So we are right.
I am picking this up. It does look like a mess. And it's funny. It looks like a fairy or like a butterfly or something like that.
It looks like butterfly wings.
Yeah. So he's kind of interesting as a character. I will be picking up. I guess they're going to be doing a repaint as well. So I'll probably be putting an order in for that as well. So I'm really excited. Maybe we'll be getting this in hopefully by the end of the year, or at least the first one.
I will be getting the US colors because I do not like that red with the rest of the deco. The blue teal, I think, is going to look much nicer. It's going to flow better. So that's what I'm getting. But I know I'll be happy to see them both together in your collection.
Yeah. Another set will go into my crazy color collection that James doesn't want to pick up.
Yeah, there you go. I already have a crazy color collection, so I don't need a whole separate area for that.
Well, your crazy and my crazy are totally different. Mine are like blue and green and stuff like that. Yours is like fuchsia and, I can't even think of
fun colors. You mean I like to live a little? Oh, God. That's such a crime. Let's get into the incoming. So I only put one picture, but there's a bunch of figures. So we've talked about them a lot on the show, so I didn't want to put too much in here. This is the Dr. Wu figures are coming out. So we've got Ramjet and all the repaints. We've got the Cosmos and all the repaints. And we have Eva Prime as well as the normal Prime. So all those are coming out. You could go ahead and get them soon.
And you can go ahead and pick them up now that you're going to be a Dr. Wu collector. I
was thinking about picking them up, and then I remembered that I have nowhere to put them.
That Cosmos.
I don't have a Ramjet collection.
You wanted that Cosmos.
You're right. I would have gotten that Cosmos, but I don't want the figure that comes with it. Remember, you pick up the Seekers. We'll split that one in half. You have 3. I'll have 1. That's what we can do.
I don't have any place to put
Next,
them.
let's just go on to what has been recently released. So the first things are the Transformers Authentics Alpha figures have been shown. They're 7-inch figures. These are more aimed at children, even though the price of $17.49 is not aimed at children. So this is Wave 6.
Yeah.
I
Nope.
don't. When I picked up, who did I pick up in this size? Shockwave. Before we had Siege Shockwave, I picked up the authentic Shockwave, which actually still I think looks better, even if it doesn't have knees. And that thing was $9.99, so they've gone up way too much in price.
I don't have any of these, and I think I'll keep it that way.
I would. The Shockwave does look nice, but other than that,
I like the windows on Prime.
yeah, they are pretty cool. So next we have Armada Megatron. This one has been cited, and honestly, if I see this in stores, it's going to be hard to say no. But around where I live, finding something in stores is very rare. So I doubt I'm going to see it. But honestly, if I do, I might have to just pick it up for fun.
I have a feeling you're going to see it just because you said that, and I am praying to Primus that it comes your way.
Well, you're paying to the wrong one. You should pray to Unicron to make anything happen with me. Next, we've got some Super 7 Beast Wars figures that were cited as well. We talked about these on another show. I think these would look good as wall art to put them up on the wall unopened, but they're out there if you want them. I am not getting any of them.
That Megatron Dino head looks really good on the arm.
They look great. I just
Yeah.
don't need them.
Yeah, I have enough stuff on the walls.
Yeah, exactly. This one's just for you. We've got KFC Toys King Gorilla, the off-white version. It is in stock again, Bobby. Go pick it up.
Gosh, I really want to. I just need
Yeah,
I need like
I'm saying.
a 30% sale on it, and I'll be in there. I'll get both of them. Yeah, I can't do it
Now,
now.
these next two, I don't think you have to worry about picking up because I think they're already probably shipped to you if I know anything about you. And we've got the Toy Easy Yamato. This actually looks really good. I think it's the best looking one of the bunch. It's the most interesting looking. Is it already like 3 stops away?
Yeah, it should be here, I think, next week. So
Yeah. So look for an unboxing short or video or whatever on this. We'll be keeping you updated because it does look cool. I really like those red blades, I've got to say.
I like the red blades. I'm chewing my words here because I don't like the samurai figures, but I did pick this up more so because I have the other ship bots, and I figured this will be their nemesis. So that's really why I picked it up.
And when you think of it, this is a Legends class figure because, ship would be huge. So there's your 6th Legends figure.
This is not a Legends figure.
It's the right scale.
Not at that price. It's not a Legends figure. Definitely not.
And lastly, we have Fans Hubby Ultra Meg Tyranno. This is already on its way to you, I'm assuming, as well, right?
Honestly, it's paid for, but it hasn't been released yet. I'm waiting.
Oh, it says it's in stock, so they'll be shipping it any day to you.
Yeah, so I'm waiting because I saw that it's in stock, and I'm just like, all right, let's give me that tracking number.
Magic happen.
Yeah, let's get that tracking number. So I'm excited about this, and I did see that Hasbro will be coming out with this figure as well. So
it was leaked, yeah. So I think I am actually going to be buying this soon. I'm not gonna wait. I think I need it. I keep looking at pictures of it, and I'm like, this thing looks amazing. So we'll see what happens, but I think I'm going to be picking this up soon.
Yeah, he'll go right with the Megatron as well. So I'm excited about it. Even though I'm not an Armada collector, I do like the color scheme on this. And even though this isn't my Megatron, again, it's more so or Galvatron, it's more so because of the colors.
Just call him Gigatron.
I'll just call him mine. He'll be in my shelf. That's what it.
Well, that works. I guess all of them are technically yours.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's everything we have for you today. So, let us know if you're going to be picking any of these up, if you hate any of these, or if you're interested to see how the movie continues to do. And we'll be talking with you really soon.
Yes. So again, please like, subscribe, click that notification so you can get updates when we post new videos. And until next time, till all debates are won.